Gardevoir still won in the end. Curious which Pokemon is going to win it all. Well, what's your guess, Ross?
Oh, my guess. I mean, to be honest, I like Gardevoir. I think Gardevoir's got the zoning options, which is really, really good. And I also think that, she's got some combos when she gets in close.
Yeah, it's a really dangerous character to play against. I've seen our colleague Salmon using Gardevoir for big success. And speaking about good players, I think we're going to see JustinPig next.
We are going to see JustinPig.
Versus Robs, I think. So let's have a look at the players.
And let's not forget, JustinPig came second at Dreamhack Summer last year, and he came third at the German National Championships, and he came fourth at the UK National Championships. So JustinPig, who is a Gardevoir player, if memory serves correctly, or at least was last year, he needs to... Well, I say needs. He wants to break through. He's had some very good finishes. He's proved he's a very good player. But now he needs that win on his resume.
Definitely. He's such an accomplished player, and I'm pretty sure he plays the Gardevoir to its best, like setting up those calm mines, getting off the stored powers, doing the right zoning, getting in close when it's needed to. And I'm really curious which Pokemon Robs is gonna pick. So I really hope we don't see a zoning match like Chandelure versus Gardevoir. I really want to see some action.
See, I would love to see a Chandelure versus Gardevoir, Sally.
I know you do, Ross. I know you do.
I'm a zoning man.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a zoning man because I'm not good enough at getting in close and doing combos. I don't know. All I know is Chandelure's my boy and I love him.
Your boy or your girl?
Of course, of course. Now, Rob's here. I've seen him. He's been around. He's been playing today. I feel like I've seen him play a variety of characters. I want to say I've seen him play as Blaziken, but I could be making that up. Do not quote me on that. But he seems like a very cool customer, and he seems like he's been, really doing some good work out there today. We've got Suicune Gardevoir, and I hate to break it to you, Sebi, but both these characters have strong zoning options.
Oh, definitely. Suicune is one of those Pokemon we see a lot by accomplished players. We've seen Suicune doing well at almost every tournament. It's one of those Pokemon. So is Gardevoir, and really interesting. So let's get into both get really close pretty soon and don't care about zoning. Look at this, Ross.
They're both rushing in, or at least Suicune's rushing in. Gardevoir's really trying to keep at bay with those side Y attacks, those projectiles going to the side, but Suicune gets in close, and that is a powerful grab.
Oh, that one was hit perfectly, well timed. And now again, Gardevoir is trying to zone around, and Suicune wants to get in close. And what? Gardevoir, missed grab.
And we see counters, we see blocks, we see a very back and forth contest. The Mulga comes out, we've seen players jump up, miss a projectile, land just in time to counter to block a projectile from the other player. This is a very fast-paced game so far. Gardevoir's working on those counters, but it's actually Suicune who hits with a counter and gets us back into field phase.
Yeah, luckily Gardevoir could get away from the wall, but look at Gardevoir's health bar. Just a couple of more hits from that Suicune and she goes down, but summons Jirachi to maybe reach the burst mode, but no.
Rob's got those air projectiles, those jumping projectiles in field phase. It's a favourite of Suicune players, and you can see why. So Gardevoir needs to do something a little bit different this time round. But unfortunately, it's actually... Oh, no, it wasn't. Suicune did get the first hit there. Throws out the energy ball, throws out those projectiles, and in comes Synergy Burst for Suicune.
Oh, Suicune is going to be really dangerous, especially if it really hits the true Sheercall, which is really a difficult thing to pull off. And Mega Gardevoir pulls again the Jirachi to boost up its Synergy Gauge. And Gardevoir doesn't get close this time around.
We got some Orbeez and Suicune kept them away. Although Gardevoir does get in, does get that grab. Lots of damage done from the grab. Of course, Synergy Burst, giving some boost there. And we did see a counter attack that didn't hit, and in comes Suicune now. And we're back into a very even game again. Although Gardevoir working on a little bit of a combo there, but Suicune does manage to escape.
I really like how Gardevoir puts the traps, like getting your opponent into the air, putting them some projectiles where you're gonna land. If you get those every time well timed, you're gonna do a lot amount of damage, as we can see on Suicune's health bar.
We are. Suicune coming in there with a counter attack, does manage to hit it. Got Gardevoir up against the wall, and a big comeback there from Suicune. Rubs was down for the majority of that game. Looked like he was down and out. It looked like JustinPig was making the comeback. But no, Rubs takes it 2-0.
This is like really interesting. This is David versus Goliath. JustinPig is such an accomplished player, such a well-known player, doing good in almost every tournament he attends. And now he's down in one game this round.
But he knows what he's doing with Gardevoir. He can bring it back and going in there aggressively, getting in close and using those projectiles. Oh, but a lovely anti-air there from Suicune, knocking Gardevoir out and into duel phase.
So Gardevoir is trying to get a bit closer. Suicune is just playing it more defensively this time around, trying to get close and trying to start that juggling. Nice combo there from Suicune, doing a good amount of damage, not getting the grab. And now Gardevoir is shifting back the momentum in her time.
And we do see Rubs here, he's got a bit of an MO at the moment. Rubs is hanging back combo. Hanging back combo. That's what he's trying to do. Although we see a very powerful blizzard there knocking us into field phase, as if Rubs is going, hey, hang on a second, Ross.
Yeah.
I've got more tricks.
He wants to show us everything he got. Again, at the moment, pretty even. Gardevoir not getting the grab and Suicune punishing it.
And now he's actually moved himself into a big life lead, throwing out those projectiles. Aurora Beam does hit there. Jirachi comes in with Wish, but Suicune with a big life lead has got the luxury of just sitting back, throwing out some projectiles and hoping one of them gets through. And if one does, he's got it.
Here we go.
And one did.
Here we go.
Now, brilliant use of Emolga there, coming in with Shockwave, because Gardevoir can't block if Emolga's knocked him into the air, and that's what he did. He comboed the Aurora Beam off the Shockwave, which was really well done there.
Really clever play. That's what I wanted to say, Ross. Just really well done. So Gardevoir, again, it's a pretty close game for ranging characters. This is really interesting, and I think Suicune got the upper hand definitely in this one, throwing out the projectiles, pretty well timed, and trying to get up the combos as soon as possible. No Emolga combo this time around, though.
Alas, no, but we did see that Mirror Coat coming in quite nicely, throwing out against that projectile, and now we see the Synergy Burst. So good when you can be up 1-0 and still have your Synergy Burst in your back pocket. But we have a double Synergy Burst. We see some Icy Winds, and now we see that KG. Who wants to try and throw out their burst move?
Here we go. The True Sheer Cold is not gonna hit. It's a really hard move to hit.
But we do see some air juggling there.
A little bit of air juggling. I've seen some Suicunes juggling for longer. But again, Gardevoir is at really low health. That Suicune sits there comfortable and taking the whole set, actually.
2 games to... Did he even drop a game there? I think he might have taken that 4-0.
4-0, that's what it is, Ross.
I think we need to watch out for Rubs here, because we spent some time before the game talking about JustinPig and his many accomplishments from last season, and it's almost like Rubs was listening to us going, hang on a second, give me a bit of credit here.
We definitely will.
And this is what me and Solomon were talking about at the beginning of the stream. We might have 20